Hi everyone, I'm back and today I'm going to show you how to make kind of a traditional Singaporean dish called Chai kueh. But I made it from scratch. I made a mistake with the cake. It became a bit too runny. It ended up looking like, the mochi, like gooey and all that. So it tasted okay. And how I get up with this gooey texture for the radish cake, okay, or the carrot cake, is because I added too much water as I was following the Epicurious recipe, which I will put the link down below on the description section. And yeah, so it ended up a bit gooey, so I said, well, it's edible, it's just a bit soft, so what can I do? So I have come up with a concept of let's change, like all this molecular gastronomy stuff. So let's change the state, the shape, and the style of it, and maybe even let it even taste better. So let me show you how I did it, and yeah, let's get cracking. Okay, let me show you what are the things that we need to make this carrot cake. First of all, like I said, this is the cake, which looks really gooey and soft. Okay, like I said, what happened was I added, instead of 2 cups of water, I added 4, and I ended up with this really mushy mochi like texture and consistency. So I'm going to improvise and let's see if I can even improve the taste to this. Okay, so as with all things chai kueh, you need the kueh, you need the chai tao. Okay, this is the chai tao which you can get from any Asian supermarket. Okay, so I'm going to use this. You need an egg because chai kueh, you need egg, you need the dried radish or the pickled radish. And I'm going to even put in some veggies here. Okay, I've got zucchini, which I've already shredded. I used this little contraption here to shred it up. And of course also with the carrots. Okay, for the carrots I kept the skin on. A lot of people say, why do you keep the skin on? It's because there is a taste to it. In certain places where if you can't get fresh carrots, then you get rid of it. It's because if it's kept too long, it's a bit bitter. So therefore most people, what they do is they get rid of the skin. But actually if you get really good fresh carrot, it's very, very tasty and very, very sweet. Okay, so let's start cooking. So let's, over here, right, you heat up the stove. Okay, so now I've got my hot plate really hot. In Brisbane, Australia, most of homes have hot plates. Some of them have gas. I've got hot plates, so I'm going to put my frying pan, okay, up here, which is pretty hot, and put some oil. Okay, put some oil in it. You heat it up just a little bit. This is a kind of a Korean non-stick kind of a pan, and yeah, so I just let the oil heat up a bit. Let me go and grab a fryer. Okay, and then yeah, this pan must use a soft, kind of a wooden spoon type, and so just get a bit of oil. Okay, and then take the carrot cake out here. Okay, I'm gonna put in a few, about one big heap. Okay, good thing about this non-stick is that it really is non-stick, so I'm gonna put this much. Okay, it sizzles out. Yeah, I'm going to just about half. Okay. You see it sizzling? You hear it sizzling? It's popping a bit, it's kind of messy. Okay, I'm going to control the fire, let it go a bit slower. Okay, and then you just give it a stir. Yeah, the camera's not very stable on my shoulder today. Okay, and then you can start folding. So I'm going to be adding what I'm going to add? Carrots. Okay, so you put the carrot in, just fold, and of course, ooh, a bit much. Okay, put too much for this amount, so we'll put some of it out. Okay, you don't want it too red, too green, you want a bit of balance. Okay, foods are all about balance. And yeah, I'm going to take my, zucchini and put it on side. Okay, and then I'm going to fold it. I'm trying to keep moving, I'm not behaving today. Just going to fold it Okay, just keep holding it. Keep holding. Now the kueh inside has already got salt in it. Okay, so yeah, so no need to add additional salt. The radish itself is fairly salty, so nah, don't want too much salt. If you like spicy, then you can, in this kueh here, you can add a bit of chili, fresh chili. I like fresh, not too much into this chili sauce. Yeah, I prefer fresh. Okay, so you can see that it's going really like mochi, it's like all mushy and gooey and lumpy. So yeah, I keep stirring it so I want to cook it. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is going to be preparing the egg. Okay, so I'm going to let the kueh sort of like fry up on its own here. Okay, we're going to prepare this. Okay, which is the egg and the radish. Okay, so very simple. You just take the egg, crack it. Alright. Yeah, it's always good to use warm eggs, never use cold eggs. Okay, you can heat it with anything, so I'm going to use a knife and heat it. Okay, I'm going to make an omelette. Okay, which is not going to be incorporated into here, the kueh. Okay, so the kueh is just about done. So you can see that it's folding out quite nicely. Okay, and then I'm going to just get another bowl and a plate. Okay, where's my bowl? Here you go. Okay, get a bowl. Alright, and then just put it one side. Okay, just let it stay there. Now, what's next? Egg. Alright, I like to give the Thai pot a bit of a fry. Okay, so it's sort of like, instead of putting everything together, we have it a bit, separated, reconstruct, deconstruct, whatever you call it. Okay, you can use the same spatula, not a problem. Alright, so yeah, right, so you can just fry it gently. Okay, camera's not really behaving today, sorry. Okay, so now we're back to frying the radish, where we left off just now. Okay, so it's on medium heat. Okay, I'll just let it to fry a little bit. Okay, up the thing a little bit more. Okay, this thing don't need to cook it like really hard. And then here, just take an egg, crack. Okay, take my knife, scramble it. Okay, just scramble. Mix. This thing you can actually make an omelette or make a scramble. I rather make a scramble, make it more interesting. Okay, and much easier as well. Don't have to worry too much about, making it perfect circle and stuff like that. So all I do is just mix it all up, fold it. Okay, and then when you're done, you just put it aside. Okay, so this is on high heat. I just make sure the egg is thoroughly cooked. Okay, and yeah, the radish is already very salty. So no need to add salt anywhere along the dish. Because the kueh itself also have got salt in it, so yeah, I don't need to put any more. So you can see here it's quite cooked well up. Okay, just give it a few more stirs. Okay, there we go. Yeah, pretty much it anyway. Okay, so flatten it for a few more seconds. It is on high heat now. Alright, so because I want it to cook a lot faster, and that will do. Okay, so we're done. The heat is on high heat. Turn it off, and then just put it one side here. Okay, here we go. Here we go, and then we can off to do our presentation. Okay, so just take both dishes over, and we're going to go and teach you how to make spring onion foam. This recipe I actually improvised from the Gastronomy R. Okay, the link is below, and I just converted, instead of using chives, I'm going to use spring onions. So what you need to do is you just need spring onion. This spring onion is big. Anything in Australia, I always say it's pretty big. Okay, in Singapore you get spring onions like that, you'd be laughing. So here's, yeah, right here, just max here. So what you need to do is you just need to take out the roots. Okay, this part, if actually a bit more, like if you cut onto here, okay, you add water, you actually grow into a new plant. So with here, we're just going to take out the root bit, okay, and then you just chop it into fine bits. So I'm using a little mini cleaver, okay, just chop it into very fine bits. The reason being, the more fine the bits when you blitz it with the hand blender, all the flavors are going to come out. What you really want, like this bit I don't want, is that, you know, you want all intense flavors. And yeah, it's going to make foam. So all you need to do is just chop it very fine. Okay, if you want it even more fine, alright, of course you can take it to do a bit more rounds. Of course you can use this mezzaluna. Okay, and then you just go, just, you know, chop it up a bit more. Okay, and then after this, okay, yeah, it depends on how fine you want. You can do this. Alright, so, oops, camera's moved. Okay, so, put this inside the container. Today I'm using a bit of a larger container. Okay, it's because every time, you know, you pulse it, blitz it, it just goes splashing everywhere. So with a taller container, you can get to control the splashing a lot better. If not, you make a mess out of the kitchen. Okay, so I'm just going to put the spring onions into the container. Alright, and then what you need next is, of course, you just need milk. Alright, I'm going to use about 2/3 cups of it here. Alright, and then yeah, you see my ratio has always been like one cup is to 1 teaspoon of soy lecithin. Today I'm going to improvise and go on using 2/3. Okay, so use milk. This water here is fairly warm. Okay, and then just pour 2/3. Okay, and then just pour it inside here. Now, where's my soy lecithin? The lecithin is over here. Okay, you can see from here. This is it. Okay, this is what I blended earlier from my other video. Okay, if you want to know how I do this or get this so fine, you just blitz it inside a food processor. And this is just store-bought from the health food shop. So I'm going to put 2 teaspoon. Okay, that's about it. And we're going to start blitzing it. So when you blitz it, you want to add more air into it. So, you know, this is your hand blender, and you just go. So by this pulsing action, okay, you get lots and lots and lots of foam. Okay, you see so much foam over here. Yeah. So you do it for about a minute or so. You try and get all the flavors together. Okay, this is tasting like creamy spring onion, you know, sauce. That's why, you know, the milk will give that creamy taste. Okay, so we're done here. Alright, and put it here. Then what we're going to do is later on we're going to just scoop out the foam. I'm just going to show you how the foam looks like. You see? Foam. Okay, so we're going to leave it inside here, which is not a problem. Now we're going to plate up our dish. We put all the things away. Okay, this is our kueh. Okay, which is just now fried already. So you can serve it in a bowl, serve it in a plate. I'm going to serve it in a plate here. Alright, where's my... And then put it all into like a dough kind of a shape thing. Okay, presentation is how you want to do it. Yeah, there's no hard and fast rule. So I'm just going to line the kueh. You see it's all gooey and soft and it's like fluttering out a little bit like porridge already.